Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra and today is really exciting because it is part 2 of my bathroom makeover. If you missed part 1, stop what you're doing. I'm gonna link the video up here. Go watch that video where I completely transformed my bathroom because, you know, quarantine. I've had nothing else to do. So today is part 2 of my bathroom makeover and I am tackling the floors. So this is what the bathroom looks like right now, and you'll notice that I have these terracotta floors. Fun fact, I actually have a love-hate relationship with these floors. Part of me really loves them. Another part of me despises them. They are dirty, they're so hard to clean, they're just old, and I don't know, they just don't really go with like my vibe, my aesthetic. So in today's video, I'm showing you guys how to cover up your probably very ugly bathroom floor tiles with a completely renter-friendly solution. I want to give a huge shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring today's episode. You guys know I love Squarespace. I work with them so much, so stay tuned for a bit about them later on in this video. So before we jump into the floor makeover, I would love to talk a little bit about peel and stick tiles because I get tons of questions. One of my most popular videos is when I made over my kitchen, my rental kitchen in this treehouse apartment, and I installed a renter-friendly peel and stick backsplash. This stuff is amazing. I've had it up here for almost a year. It is so durable, it's so fun, and when I leave, I just apply a bit of heat to it, peel it off, and no one would ever know that there was pink backsplash in this kitchen. A lot of people have asked me, can you put peel and stick backsplash tile over, you know, bumpy tile or a different pattern tile? You absolutely can. That's the beauty of it. You can cover up any kind of shape or, you know, ugly tile, and it doesn't have to match the tile that you're putting over top of it. So there are so many different places you can get backsplash peel and stick or floor tile peel and stick. I'm using a really awesome company that I cannot wait to show you their tiles. They're amazing. But I wanted to go over the different kinds of peel and stick tiles that you can buy. So if you have a floor with large ceramic tiles, you can actually get stickers that just stick right over the tile, not over the grout. So you keep the grout how it is and just change the pattern of, you know, your big ceramic tiles. This is a really easy way of installing peel and stick tiles because you don't have to worry about grout lines or, you know, lining things up. You're literally just covering over a big tile. And then there's also peel and stick tiles that go over everything, which is what I'm using today. So I'm covering the grout. I did want to mention that actually this floor makeover was inspired by an Instagrammer. Her name is Susie Jean, and she actually painted her linoleum vinyl kitchen floor. She actually painted it and used this really cool hexagon stencil and floor paint. I'll link her Instagram down below. You guys should go follow it. But that's honestly what inspired me to do this change in my bathroom. And I was actually gonna paint the floor, and then I thought, you know what, once you paint, you can't go back. And I actually really love the terracotta floors, and I actually think they could work for someone with a completely different aesthetic. Even though my landlord was like, yep, paint them, do whatever you want, I was like, actually I want to give you guys more of a renter-friendly solution. So that is where these floor tiles come in. So these are from Quadro Style, and they are a really awesome company that sell lots of patterns for backsplashes. They sell decals for your floor risers as well. I'm going to link them down below. So they gifted me these amazing tiles. Now this is a panel of tile. Usually they also sell the single big tiles that you just put over the ceramic and not the grout. But because I'm working with teeny tiny little squares, the owner suggested that I use their panel. So it's basically like a big sheet of wallpaper that you lie on the floor, you cut around your toilet and your sink, and you have a brand new floor. One thing I will say is that these tiles are a little bit thinner, so they're like waterproof stickers. So we're gonna be able to see the original grout pattern and tile underneath, but I went with a really busy pattern, this beautiful star pattern, because I thought that would distract from the tile underneath. So if you're working with a really busy floor tile like I am, really small tiles, make sure you find a peel and stick flooring that has a bold pattern. So the first thing you want to do is clean your floors. You want to vacuum them, you want to wash them, just make sure they're super clean. I had Alana, you guys know she's my production assistant, come over. We were both wearing masks. It's the first time we've seen each other in 3 months, which is crazy. She's been working from home. So it was really nice to have her. You definitely need a second person to install this kind of flooring. The first thing you want to do is line up your panels and just figure out which way you want them to go. We chose horizontally. The next thing you want to do is pick an area in your bathroom that is straight, has a straight line. So for me, that was right up against the door. If you have an older house that's maybe slanted, start in the middle of your floor, and that way you ensure that the panels going forward are going to be straight. So then it's just like you would install peel and stick wallpaper. You want one person peeling back the backing, you want the other person holding the sticky tile, and then you just lay it down and use a cloth. I'm using my friend Melissa Maker's microfiber cloth and just pushing out any air bubbles. So you don't need any special tools. It's just really, really simple. One thing I have to say that I love about these tiles is that once you stick them down, if you get it wrong, you can pull them back up and then reinstall them, and they don't lose their tackiness, which is awesome. So today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. I have worked with them before and I love working with them, and that is because I started a small business by myself. I am really passionate about helping entrepreneurs start their own businesses. And so if you're someone who has been sitting at home during this global pandemic and are thinking, I would really love to start that side hustle, or I've had this idea for a while, now would be the perfect time to start a blog, or I don't know, just do something even for yourself, even without the intention of it becoming a small business, I would highly recommend Squarespace as the platform to start your website. A few reasons. Squarespace is really easy to use. I say this every time, but if you are someone who is not tech savvy, not website savvy, Squarespace is so intuitive. There's so many templates to choose from. It's easy to drop and drag things around and really get the look that you love. I am a Squarespace user, and so many people ask me, where do I find your merch line? Where do I find your Amazon store? How do I sign up for your newsletter? And all of those things, you guys, can be found at alexandragater.com. It is the one-stop shop for all of those other things I do besides YouTube. And if you aren't signed up for our newsletter, the Decor Edit, please stop what you're doing. Go sign up right now. I send out a weekly newsletter every Wednesdays with extra decor content, really amazing product selections, and it's free, so go sign up. Not only does Squarespace allow you to have a blog or a storefront, it also allows you to look at the back end and send out emails to your customers or your blog subscribers. And with the analytics tool, you can really get a feel for what's working and what's not working. So literally, it's like a one-stop shop for your whole business and your business needs. So head to squarespace.com and sign up for your free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/AlexandraGater or use the code that's right here for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Okay, so now it is time to attempt the trickiest part, which is cutting around your sink and your toilet. But the owner actually showed me a really easy way to do this. So let's head into that footage now. I promise you guys, it is somewhat easier than you think it's going to be. So we did the sink, and I think I'm going to caulk it at the end, just so it like seals around the sink and looks nice and neat. But we're gonna do the toilet area next, and I'm gonna walk you step by step how we're gonna do it. Bring your paper so it's touching the toilet. We have stuck this side down. And then you literally just want to cut your paper in half down the center of where the toilet is. That's step one. Okay, so This is where the toilet is. We're cutting down the center here. So now we've cut all the way down to the base. And then you want to do another cut, actually Elena, you can probably do it on your side, to make a triangle right here. Okay, so then when you have that cut, you'll see that it's easier to push the paper like around the toilet. And then we're just gonna keep doing triangle cuts and wrapping it around. You can see when you make cuts, it's easy to like score it into the shape of the toilet. This one we cut a little too deep, so we're gonna have to patch that at the end, but it's relatively easier than I thought it was gonna be. You'll notice that I'm using a ruler. In some cases I used my really long level, and I'm using a really sharp X-Acto knife to trim the side where the paper meets the baseboard. It looks super crisp. The key is to really go slow and to use an X-Acto knife that's really sharp. If you don't use a sharp X-Acto knife, it's gonna drag the paper and make it like have a jagged edge. Okay, so we cut along the edges. It looks amazing. And now it is time to do the last panel. Okay guys, last tile going in. So good. Amazing. Okay, you guys, the time has come for you to see the finished floor. I cannot wait. I am astounded at how easy these were to install. It took Alana and I maybe about like 3 hours in total, which I think is pretty good when you're installing a floor. They feel so durable, they're so sticky, they're amazing. And let's take a look at what this floor and this bathroom looked like before. And take a look at it now. This is a completely transformed bathroom and I can't handle it. It is fun, it is colorful, it's patterned, it's quirky. It's just all the things that I think a small bathroom should be. And there you guys have it, my bathroom floor completely transformed, renter friendly, leaves no damage when I move. Amazing. Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Make sure you guys head to squarespace.com to start your free trial. Use my code for 10% off your purchase, and make sure you're subscribed to this channel because we have so many fun makeovers and just content coming your way. Also, Alana and I have like a pretty big thing that we're working on. Hint, we could be moving into a bigger space. So you know what that means? It means a ton more content coming your way. So make sure you are subscribed, and I really hope that you guys got something out of this video. I hope that this inspires you to change up your backsplash or your flooring. If you guys have any more questions about peel and stick tiles or peel and stick flooring, please leave them in the comments below. I will try my best to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.